All right, welcome back to another episode of Profusion Podcast. Today we've got Orrin Hudson. What's going on, Orrin?
Oh man, day is the best day of my life. I get to hang out with you. You are the real deal, Holyfield.
No, you always have the best. And we were talking about this pre-podcast, but how do you like when you wake up? Do you just like jump out of bed? Or are you like?
Yeah, well, you got to be thankful. God has given you a new day. Lady said, "Did you hit the lottery?" I said, "Yes, I hit the lottery. I hit the lottery every day I wake up." You have to create your own lottery.
And that's not easy thing to tell yourself, right? Like, or at least me, I have to actually work at that and be intentional about it.
Well, once you realize how blessed you are, you have a house, you have a roof over your head. God woke you up. I had a lady tell me, she said, "Orrin, I wake up sometimes I can't get out of bed, but I'm so thankful that I can see the ceiling." So you got to always focus on the positive. There's always something to be grateful for.
So yeah, gratitude is key. So tell us about Orrin. Tell us about Orrin Hudson.
I'm a full-time soldier, and a full-time soldier sleeps with his boots on. I'm on a mission to teach 1 million children to think it out, don't shoot it out. I'm doing a huge event coming up May 24th. May 24th celebrates 25 years of me teaching young people how to navigate through the complexities of life and how to make their next move, their best move. I get a kick out of sharing things with people that can help them win.
So you're based in Atlanta, right?
I'm based in Atlanta.
Okay.
Stone Mountain area is about 12 miles away from Atlanta. And I'm doing a huge event in Atlanta at the Loudermilk Conference Center on Cortlandt Street, downtown Atlanta. So it's May 24th, Saturday from 1 to 3. It's a free community event.
So are you really a soldier? Do you sleep with you don't sleep with your
boots on? A full-time soldier sleeps with his boots on. I said that as a metaphor. That means you got to always be ready. If you're ready, you don't have to get ready. People are going to always challenge you. My suggestion is always be ready, always be prepared, and realize that school is never out for the pro. Always be learning, because if the aging kid is learning and you're not, then he's going to take you out. So you got to always be training and learning so that when you go up against this aging kid or this other kid or whatever, when you can always be ready, because you got to prepare yourself.
Yeah. So are you from the Atlanta area? Is that where you
I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama. I moved to Atlanta because of this movie star, Jane Fonda, wanted me to teach children chess in Atlanta. And I moved here, and I've been here ever since.
So how did you came across her where? In Birmingham, in Atlanta?
No, I was actually in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
And Jane Fonda called New York, the Chess Federation. And she called the New York Chess Federation, and Joan DeBose was the one of the managers there. And Jane Fonda said, "Listen, I need someone to teach some children chess in Atlanta. Who do you recommend?" And Joan DeBose is only one person, Orrin Hudson. And she recommended me, and that's how I got the gig to do stuff with Jane Fonda. So God is good.
That's unique.
Your reputation is who you are when you're not in the room. I was not in the room when Jane Fonda was talking to Joan DeBose, but Joan DeBose, spoke highly of me, and they flew me to Atlanta, and I was in Birmingham, and I got the deal. And I just thank God for my life. I'm always trying to give people more value than they give me. They call me the 4X guy. 4X means I'm going to give you 4 times more value than you give me. 4X means 80-20. 80-20. You give me 20, I'm giving you 80. I took that from the Pareto principle, because 20% gives you 80% of the results. And if you always giving people 4 times more than they're giving you, when you need to make a request, your request will never be denied.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. So it's always high energy is kind of the.
Yeah, it's over delivering. It's, when you call people, you want them to see your phone and smile.
Yeah.
Because they know you all about value, and that you're not a taker. I'm a giver. The give is to live, and this take is a mistake.
Yeah. So when you grew up in Birmingham, how did you learn chess? Did your siblings have
white
chess?
teacher by the name of James Edge pulled me to the side and said, "Listen, I'm gonna teach you how to think for yourself." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'm gonna teach you chess." I said, "No, I'm a checker guru." He said, "Checkers?" He said, "Checkers you're using half of the board."
Yeah.
He said, "Checkers is all men." He said, "Chess you're using every single square on the board." He said, "Chess, the queen is the most powerful piece on the board." I said to him, "Let's get on with the classes."
So this was James Edge
James Edge, white teacher in Birmingham, Alabama. I was going to Hayes High School, and he taught me chess. I thank God. And then he bought me a book. And to be totally honest with you and transparent, that's the only book I ever read cover to cover, and it really changed my life once I started reading and started realizing that if you do what successful people do, you get the same results. Nature is neutral.
Yeah. Didn't you write a book?
Yeah, I have a book.
You read that book. You read that book too, though, right?
Yeah, let me go grab my book.
Nice. It's
One move at a time.
That looks like a large copy.
It looks big. It looks big.
Are you just holding it close to the camera?
No, it's big.
Enormous.
Yeah, one move at a time. It's interesting. The girl who bought me this, I need to call her and thank her because I am just so blessed, man. Because I tell people, I went into the bank the other day and the cashier gave me $600 too much. I didn't realize until I got home. I get home, I take that money back because karma, man, you have to do the right thing. I don't want that woman to lose her job, and then I'll be going down the road, a tree will follow my car and told me, no, sir. I took it back. And when I took the money back, I didn't let nobody know but her what happened. I didn't let because when I got to the cash line, another lady said, "Can I help you?" No, I'm waiting on her. And I went to her and I didn't tell nobody. Saying, I don't want to get her in no trouble.
Yeah.
Boom. You have to do the moves you make determine the path you take.
So does Jane Fonda's number still work?
Yeah, I got on speed dial.
Does it really?
Yeah. Let me tell you what I love Jane Fonda. Let me tell you why. She is I went in her office one time and it was like 90 checks on her desk going out to other people. I was like,
yeah,
this woman is real.
This is the actress, right? The actress. Yep. So
she used to be married to Ted Turner.
Oh, okay. So she is she still in Atlanta? Is she where?
She's not in Atlanta, although she got a little bit of stuff going on here, not much. She has a program called GCAP, and they are about teenage pregnancy and teaching people how to make the right moves. But she kind of moves a little bit, but she's got places all over. I think Ted Turner at one point owned more property than anybody in the world.
Yeah. So you grew up in Birmingham. Did your siblings play chess? Do you have siblings?
I have siblings. My oldest brother, Eric Hudson, he was big in chess, and he called me one day and said, "Orrin, I can beat you because I've been playing chess before you have." And I said, "Well, maybe." And he said, "I've been playing chess 50 years, and so I've been playing a lot longer than you, and so on." And so I beat him like 30 straight games. And he said, "What happened?" I said, "Eric, you have not been playing chess 50 years. You've been playing chess 1 year 50 times."
Yeah.
And see, I'm always learning. I'm always trying to get better. And school is never out for the pro. I tell my students all the time I'm in pre-K. They say, "Coach, what do you mean you're in pre-K?" He said, "You were in pre-K 40 years ago. I'm never going to get out of pre-K because once you know it all, you're no longer teachable."
Yeah. So what do you do do you do anything besides chess? Do you fish? Do you hunt?
I do a little tennis. Let me tell you what I like to do. I travel a lot. I'm on travel.
Okay. So you're speaking. Are you speaking?
I do a lot of speaking. I do a lot of speaking engagements. I'm doing a speaking engagement coming up next month for the sheriff department here in Atlanta. Melanie Maddox, she's the sheriff here. and she wants me to come in and teach some children how to navigate through the complexity of life and how to make their next move their best move. So I teach people how to manage resources. Chess is about managing resources. The opposite of wealth is not poor. The opposite of wealth is mismanagement of resources. Poor is just a reflection of how you manage your resources. Mike Tyson, $600 million gone. He mismanaged the resources. So tell people that money is not enough. You got to manage it properly, because if you don't, you're going to lose it. Whatever you mismanage, you will lose. Whatever you manage properly shall be multiplied. I show people how to multiply value. I show people how to do more with less. I was playing the Georgia State champion. His name was Stephen Muhammad. And I made a mistake, and he took my queen. And I remember what I teach in class. Don't focus on what you lost. Focus on what you have left. And I end up winning the game. And I go, wow, I played harder without my queen.
Interesting. So, yeah. So what is your background? So are you a Georgia State champion? Are you a grand?
No, I'm not a Georgia State champion, although I beat him in that match. But no, I'm not a Georgia State champion. I'm a two-time world speed champion. When I'm at the World Open, I won the speed competition under 1800. But basically what I am is I'm a servant and a full-time soldier that's teaching young people how to be a good human being. I'm teaching people the only way to fight is to use your head. So I have a Stop the Violence program, and my new weapon of choice is a king, a queen, and a pawn, not a gun. So it's think it out, don't shoot it out.
So you're working with what it sounds like inner city kids, is that?
Yeah, working with kids, inner city kids, teaching them how to man up, stand up, pull your pants up. Your mind is a pearl. You can change the world. You have everything you need to succeed.
Do you like write all these down and practice them?
Or no,
are they like imprinted in your?
I live this stuff. I do it. I'm very transparent. I love people. Yeah. I like helping people. I get a kick out of helping people. If you look at my Google reviews, they all 5s. Yeah. I mean, I got like 200 Google reviews and they all 5, because I'm going to always give you more than you give me. Nobody going to never tell you or rip me or no, I don't do that, because I'm giving you way more than you give me.
So what you're inspiring others clearly, right? With your energy, your positivity, you're adding more value. But what inspires you? What gets you? Sort of where do these come from? What is this?
I get a kick out of helping other people. I get a kick out of helping other people win. I have a new company I'm developing called You Win Too. And what that means is I get excited by helping other people win. My students say, come to me, coach. I did what you did and I won. Give me some more information. So I'm always showing children things how to win.
Yeah.
And you win by giving people way more value than they give you. You know, that's a price for progress. And the price you have to pay for progress is pain.
So yes. So your goals, what are your goals?
My goal is to reach 1 million children and teach them how to be a winner, how to wake up winning.
So how do you track that? Or is that just kind of like
I've trained over 100,000 kids. I've trained over 100,000. I'm tracking it because I'm doing a huge event coming up May 24th. It's going to be about 100 people there. That's going to be, there. And I'm always trying to, do my part to share wisdom and speak. I love to come to Florida. I would love to come to your child's school and, teach them some tricks on how to be cool, calm, and collect, and how to manage their resources and how to check, double check, triple check. Don't do the first thing that pops in your head. Yeah. The first thing that pops in your head is usually a trap.
Yeah. Well, I can talk to the director. He owns the night school. I mean, I'm surprised you haven't heard of the night school. We talked about that. KNIGHT.
Yeah, well, just tell them about me. I have a life-size chessboard that I travel with. I have a book, One Move at a Time, and I love people. I'm mostly a motivational speaker. I'm like a Les Brown, and I've done a lot of speaking with Les Brown. We've been to 5 cities speaking together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Les Brown did a video about me, so you can Google it, it'll come up. And Les Brown's a big chess fan, by the way. In fact, when I first met Les Brown, he said, I guarantee you I can beat you. Oh. I said, well, I'm in pre-K, so you probably will be able to beat me. and I was able to beat him. Now, Jack Canfield, the Chicken Soup for the Soul guy, he wrote the foreword for my book.
Wow.
Yeah, so Jack Canfield wrote the foreword for the book, and Jack Canfield told me he didn't have time to write the foreword, but he said he had went to Harvard, and that if I can beat him in chess, he would write it, and I was able to take him out. So God is good.
Was he good?
Yeah, he's good. He's real good. In fact, he was up. He took my rook he took bishop takes rook. So he's up the exchange, but I play harder when I'm down. Yeah. And I was able to beat him.
Yeah.
Never give up. The biggest mistake you ever can do your entire life is to give up.
Yeah.
And God doesn't need anything that you lost to bless you. God doesn't need anything that you lost to bless you.
Right.
And so I wrote a song about I like myself, because no one can love you better than God and yourself. It's your job to love you, not other people. So I wrote a song called I Like Myself. I'm pleased with me. I'm a genius. Can't you see? Rise up strong, stand up tall. Ain't no limits. I'll take them all. So you got, I'll send you that song. You'll love the song.
Can you just sing it?
I like myself. I'm pleased with me. I'm a genius. Can't you see? Rise up strong, stand up tall. Ain't no limits. I'll take them all.
I like it. You know what? I've always, because there's like bad music out there. There's all this like negative music. Like it's such a thing. Why isn't there positive music out there? Why isn't there like affirmation music?
Well, there's not a lot of positive stuff out there, because it has no people get paid for people pain, and that's not good. Yeah. I want people to win. I'm putting people out of business. Do you know how many people get paid when people do something bad? The judges get paid, the court get all that. So what I do is I'm trying to put the courts and the police officers out of business, because we all in this together, and I can't win unless you win. So I get a thrill out of helping people win.
Yeah. So, okay. Who's the best player you've ever played in chess?
The best player I've ever played is Nakamura.
Isn't he like number 2 in the world?
Yeah, he's number 2. And I was winning, and I got pictures because I'm up a piece. I was winning, and his dad said, "Oh my God, who is this dude?" His dad said, his dad said, "Here's my cell phone number." What the heck? Because his dad was shocked. His dad was looking at him, and he saw me, and he go, "Oh, who is that?" He said, "Here's my cell." His dad gave me a cell phone number, and I lost on time. I was a little bit distracted. I was winning, and I was winning the game. I lost on time, but yeah. But I was winning, and he knows I was winning, and his daddy gave me a cell phone number, so I thought that was kind of cute.
Wait.
Said, "Who are you? What's going on here?"
So how far up were you? How did that?
I was up like a night, and I was in his house about to do some damage, and my clock failed, and he goes, yeah, and his daddy said, "What?"
You were in his house, or
no? We was at the World Open.
Okay,
I got pictures. I'll try to find it. I think if you Google my name, if you go to Facebook and Google my name and his name, it'll come up.
Okay, and he was. I'm sure he was like good to great, or he was up there.
Nakamura is a beast. Okay,
yeah.
And so is Magnus Carlsen, but my thing is not about chess and chess titles. My thing is about teaching young people how to manage resources, how to use what you have to get what you want, and to do no harm.
What about managing your time in that game? How come we didn't manage our time?
Yeah, I lost track of time, and that's one of my challenges I need to work on.
How long
you get caught up in the moment and you lost track of time? Huh?
Was it a 7-minute game or
no? It was like a maybe a 3-minute game or something like that, or 5-minute game. It was probably a 3 or 5 minute game. I probably can look at the camera and see, but it was probably a 3 or maybe a 5-minute game.
And is that blitz, or is blitz 1 minute?
That was blitz.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to keep your eye.
Bullet is 1 minute. When it's 1 minute, it's bullet. It's called bullet.
Bullet. 1 minute's bullet. 3 minute is blitz. What is 5?
5 is blitz as well.
Okay.
5 and 3 is blitz, and then you got some 7 minutes and maybe a little bit. But the main thing is I'm all about, I'm a former state trooper, I'm an Air Force veteran. I'm all about what can I do to teach young people how to be a giver, not a taker. Because when you out there giving and you adding value to other people, you win. And there's a price for success. And that price you got to pay is pain. And it's a pathway. And the moves you make determine the path you take. Moves matter. And that's why sacrificing is important, because sacrifice is the only way you can have a breakthrough. Progress is impossible unless you do something different. Quit doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Your son got to realize he got to burn the midnight oil. I got to put in some sweat equity. No pain, no gain. And losing is great, because losing tells you what you need to work on. And that's why you got to always be humble and kind and realize that you never arrive, that school is never out, and always better your best.
So just for everybody out there, Orrin coaches my son from time to time. We stopped coaching for a period. The first time he started coaching, he went to a tournament, came home with a trophy. Then I said, okay, I don't know if it's Orrin or if it's him. Send him to 2 other tournaments, no trophy. I go, all right, let's try Orrin again. Send him to Orrin, trophy comes home. There's patterns, right? Like life is patterns. And if you can identify the patterns and then work on those patterns, and you're a part, I don't know where these patterns or how they come about, but I think maybe we found a pattern here.
I'm telling you, Sam is a genius. Sam may be the next world chess champion. And when you stated you created, because Sam was able to see what he needed to do, even though it was not possible. But Maurice Asher was talking about, you got to always visualize, put the pieces where you want them to be, and then figure out a way to make them be there. And that's what your son was doing. Without having that training, he was not in that class, but he said, I'm going to take that rook. I'm going to take it. I said, you can't take it, it's blocked. I still going to take it. So the mindset was there. And so that's why I say he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
I like what you just said. I might have to listen back. It was like, you have to see the impossible, or so, what did you just say? Something about?
You got to visualize what you want and put your pieces where they need to be for you to win, and figure out a way to get there.
Yeah, I always
realize that progress is impossible unless you do something different. You got to burn the midnight oil. You got to put in the time. You have to earn everything you get. Nothing is going to come to you free.
Yeah.
And you got to put in the work. Right. Steph Curry can hit 203 3-pointers in a row in practice. He's got the work in.
Right. He's taking 500 shots a day. So effort is required.
Yeah. If you don't put in that, you're not going to get there, and you don't deserve it. And everything you get, you must earn, and you earn it by putting in the work. And no pain, no gain.
Yeah. So okay, like you're teaching these inner city kids, or you're working with them on a regular basis. Do you come across like a gem every once in a while? Like you're like, whoa, this is
yeah. I came across a gem the other day.
Yeah, and
his name is Richard, and he's on fire. So I just, wow, this kid is on fire. And his dad said, yeah, he's getting there. So yeah, I it's a lot of. I just want children to know that nature is neutral, and that your success starts with me. It's an inside job, and that no one's going to care about your situation more than you do. And so you got to put in the work. You got to do your own push-up. No one else can do your push-up. You got to do your own push-up. To build muscle, you got to do the push-ups. And it's going to be some painful, you got muscle. Failure is weakness leaving the body. The more you fail, the stronger you get.
Yeah, I like the gym. Also, like, you got to work out for them to get bigger, right? They ain't just going to get bigger. They ain't just going to get bigger on their own, right?
Yeah, you got to put in the work. A friend of mine, his daddy told him, if you pick this pig up every day, you will be very successful and very strong. But if you miss one day, you're not going to be able to pick the pig up.
Yeah.
And he missed a day, and he couldn't pick the pig up. Yeah. Every day, if the work never stopped.
Yeah. So you run it through a charity? Is it Be Someone?
Yeah, I have a
See it in
nonprofit,
the
a
picture
charity,
here.
Be Someone. And we try to get people to support the work we're doing because the work never stops. And we want to teach we want to show young people how to get a job and how to be a productive citizen, how to get a good education and stay away from the pitfalls. There are a lot of pitfalls out there. You know, they do the first thing that pops in their head. The first thing that pops in your head is usually a trap.
Fatal distractions, right? So were you doing this in Birmingham and you just kind of started doing
I did it in Birmingham, and I've been in 50 cities across the country, and I've been in Dubai teaching, I've been to India, I've been to New Mexico, I've been to Canada, I've been to the Philippines, I've been to Paris. So I've been around the block teaching chess and with my life-size chessboard.
What's the biggest crowd you've taught in front of?
6,000.
Where was that?
Philadelphia.
Okay.
At a coliseum, it was some type of coliseum in Philadelphia. Yeah.
All right.
So I love sharing what I know, and I love teaching people how to be a champion.
Yeah. Well, I think that anybody who's listening, I mean, Orrin's always like this. Just like he's always positive, he's always upbeat every single time, every single phone call, podcast. It's unbelievable. We got to figure out how to teach people to do that too, right? Because
attitude of gratitude. Tony Robbins was interviewing this guy. He said the guy made $1 billion in one day, and Tony Robbins said, "Hey, what's the secret that you made $1 billion?" He said, "Attitude of gratitude. Be thankful every day. Be positive. Negativity is not allowed." Because there's always a silver lining. There's always a silver lining. I don't care what happened. There's a seed of a silver lining there, but you got to look for that silver lining and don't look back. Just look forward and look for the silver lining.
Yeah.
Every disappointment is a blessing. Life is a conspiracy to help you win.
Yeah. Well, Orrin, your energy is awesome, man. If y'all are out there, pick up his book, Orrin Hudson. What is the book called again? It's
One Move at a Time.
One Move at a Time, or check out besomeone.org is your website. He does Zoom chess lessons. He's showing his giant book, Zoom chess lessons for kids or adults, I imagine. And or just donate to his charity. You can obviously see it's going to a good cause, and I'm probably going to do that too.
I appreciate it. Yeah, besomeone.org. We're doing a huge event coming up May 24th. Please consider donating besomeone.org, and please consider putting me on a monthly donation where you don't have to do anything. You set up a monthly donation because we want to train 1 million children. We train over 100,000 kids. We're going to have about 150 at our next event, May 24th, downtown Atlanta, at the Loudermilk Conference Center. And we want to teach people how to be a good human being. Here's why. The life we save may be our own.
Well, if you're in Atlanta, this is a no-brainer, and you like chess, track down Orrin. I'm going to connect you with my guy in Jacksonville too, the director, and see if anything can come from that. Thanks a lot, Orrin.
Love you, my brother. Peace and blessings.
All right, take it easy.